Today I will start class 12th syllabus. So this is the textbook of class 12th. So only one chapter PDF file is available, and I will discuss this textbook chapter. So informatics with the practices with the Python, and these are the syllabus in class 12th. NumPy we have already covered, NumPy, Python pandas. So I will make video and Python pandas after data visualization using pyplot. So I will work on this data visualization using pyplot. So this data visualization using pyplot means we can make a different type of graphs as per the data. So we can create a graph of different data types. We can also create a different types of. So this is the chapter data visualization using pyplot. So introduction. The data visualization basically refers to graphically a visual representation of information and data using visual elements like charts, graphs and maps, etc. So these are the visual representation of data. So this way we can, this is the pie chart and downward chart, and this is the bar chart. So in this way we can create a graph on the basis of data. So what are the things we have to use? We have to install what are the packages software we need to work on the data visualization. So one library you have to install, that is matplotlib. So this library you have to install before going to practical on data visualization. So this library is needed. So then we can do practical on the data visualizations. And NumPy, sometimes you need to use NumPy array to create a graph. So we have already covered the NumPy, so we can how we can install NumPy and how we can install matplotlib. So to install NumPy, you first your computer must be connected with the internet, and then open command prompt and then type this command pip install NumPy, and it will install NumPy in your system. So installing matplotlib, so that is also the same procedure to install matplotlib. So open command prompt and run command as administrator and type this. This is the command prompt, and then you can type pip install matplotlib. I'll show you. In this way you can install matplotlib. So one thing, a point to remember, internet connection is required only at the time of installation of matplotlib. After installation get completed, there is no such requirement. So at the time of installation you need internet connection, so be sure while installing the matplotlib. The different types of visualization. So it supports different types of visualization like line plot, line chart we can make, scatter chart we can plot, histogram, box plot, bar plot and pie chart. So this type of plots we can create with the help of matplotlib. So in this chapter we will discuss the line chart, bar chart, histogram, frequency, polygons, box plots and scatter plots as per the CBSE curriculum. So basic visualization rule. So look at here. So whenever you want to plot of your data, so you have to use this statement. Before going to plot, you have to import this library in your program. Import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. So here is the plt is an alias name for pyplot. So now you can use plt for typing pyplot command as plt. So plt is a alias name, so we can use any. Sometimes you need numpy in your program, so we can also import the numpy. So we already know how to import the numpy. Basic nomenclature of a plot. So this is a plot actually, and if you are going to create a graph, so this is a basic plot. So this is the complete area, that is called figure. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, and these are the y label, this is the x label, this is the title of the chart, and these are called legends. So legend generally distinguish the data or the data, because the blue bar denotes for which data and the green bar denotes of which data. So here the green denotes the Rahul's data and the blue is denotes Sachin's data. So this is the basic component of graph, and we can create a graph using the matplotlib. First plot we will use line plot, a line chart. So line plot chart is a type of plot which display information as a series of data points called markers connected by straight lines. In this type of plot we need the measures point to be ordered, and this type of plot is often used to visualize a trend in data over interval of time, a time series. So let us do a practical to create line chart. So open Python shell, and I will write program for Python shell. So just open file, new, and then the first line, I tell you, the first line importing matplotlib in your program. So the first line you have to type import matplotlib.pyplot is a function, so we have to use as plt. So this is why this is importing matplotlib pyplot, okay, to create a chart. Okay, next thing, suppose I am not using anything, just I am creating a pie. To create line line plot a chart, just use plot function. So I am not, the plot function creates line chart, and then the last one, show function to display plot. So in every program you have to use this plt.show, because plt is the alias name of matplotlib. So I have not given any argument here, so only the blank plot will create. So you can run this, run module, and then save, save, I'm using the line plot dot py. Look at here. So this plot has been created by that program. So that blank plot has been created by that code. So this is the blank code, this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, and all the values are assumed by the program automatically. So this is the way you can create plot. So now we have not passed any value, so it is not this plot has not created any line on this plot. So now we have to pass some values in this program. So close this and then open your file. Now you have to pass some values here. Suppose only you are passing one list you can create. So one LST I have created, and 1 2 3 4 and 5, just this value I have passed in this, and then you pass this LST. On the basis of this LST, this program will create run module or OK. Now you can check. So this line plot has been created on the basis of that value. So values are only 4 5. So this is the value 4 5 and 1 2 3 4 5. So 1 this line, 2 here, 3 4 5. We have passed only x-axis. So when you are passing only one argument, that must be a list R and arrays, and so if you are passing only one argument, so that will assumed by the plot function. So that is the value of y-axis, and x-axis it will automatically creates. So now we can pass the x-axis also. So you pass the x-axis value, so we have to pass two values. So suppose the x-axis, the LST is the this is the x-axis value, and these are the test. I am changing it test. So the test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4, test 5. So this is the value, and student 1. So the marks scored by student. Look at here. So I have entered the marks scored by the student 1 in different tests. So in test 1, the 45 marks, the student has scored 78, 57, 67 and 89. The student has scored in respective tests. So plt dot plot the first argument. So second argument, the first argument is the value of x-axis, and the second argument is the value of y-axis. So it will create a line plot on the basis of this y-axis, and it will plot means the value of x-axis is 1 2 3 4 5. Now you can run this, press F5, OK, and you can check the name LST is not defined. So I have made some error. So LST, sorry, test is here. So change it to test, and then you can run again and right here. So now you can check the line plot has been created on the basis of that data. So look at the data here. So this is the data, and this is the plot generated on the basis of this data. So look at here. Test is the x-axis value 1 2 3 4 5, and the student scored 45 78 57. So look at the first value, because the scale start with the 0 to 50, 50 then 60 and 70 80 90. So this is the value at 45, and then 78 this is the 78. Now the curve moved to 57 and then 67 here, the 67 and 89. So in this way the line plot has been created. So we can pass the value in this way. So the first argument is always be the x-axis value, and the second argument is the value of y-axis. And whenever you pass the x-axis and y-axis, the number of element must match. Here the number of element is 5, and the value that should also be the same number of element. So suppose this is the student 1, and you want to compare with the another student in the same plot. So you can pass the value of second student. So look at the second student data. Student 2 data is here. So just one plot that is based on the test 1, and the second plot just use plot, and then the x-axis should be same because both the students are scoring different marks in the same test. So you can pass the second students here. Okay, so now the second one is the student data, and now you can run this program. This is the plot created bar on the basis of that data. So just I am comparing with that data, and this is, so look at here. So test 1, 2, so this blue line that indicates the student first data, and the second line, the orange line you can say, so that plotting the second student data. So look at here, the 56, start with the 56, goes to 90, then 69, and then 89, and then 96. So in this way we can plot multiple data on a single chart. Okay, now this is the notes I have created. I will make available this notes. I will give the link of this notes in your description box, so you can download this text file, and I have noted all the topic that I will cover in this lecture. So all the topics I have written in the form of notes. So first, data visualization. So I have given definition and what are the charts we will learn this chapter. So all the list of that charts is here. Introduction to Matplotlib. Matplotlib is a leading visual library in Python and capable of creating all types of graphs, plots, and chart, and much more. Installing, I have discussed how to install Matplotlib, and importing matplotlib.pyplot. This is the important statement, and you must have to add in each and every program while going to plot your data. Creating and showing simple line plot. So what is the line plot and how can you plot the line plot? The plot function method, you can say, it is used to create line chart or graph. So this is the example of import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, and then you can pass the list or tuple and PLT show to display the plot. So in this way you can plot your data. So here the second example is import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. X data means the x-axis data and y-axis data, and I have given you example with the test, different test, and the students data, and in this way you can plot your line. You can plot line plot on the basis of these data. Adding multiple plots, so import matplotlib. So x data and y data, and y data 1 and y data 2. So I have used the example student 1's data and student second 2's data, and both are scoring marks in same test. So this is the x data, that is the test, and the student 1 data and student 2. So in this way you can plot data. Okay, and import matplotlib as plt. So more than one plot you can means multiple uh, plotting can be done on a single chart, so you have to pass the different data in this way. Okay, so I'll give you some example, one more example with suppose one more uh, data value I want to give. So suppose std3 the student third. So plt dot plot test and the student 3, and this is plotting third student data. Now you can run this program. Look at here, so this plot has been generated by this. Now look at the third line generated in this plot, so that is based on the student third data 92, 76, 75, 79 and 95. So in this way we can create a plot. So look at these are the buttons used on this plot. So we can also increase this plot size. So home, that reset the original window, and suppose I want to change, this is the pan. So when you suppose if you want to move this chart to any place, so just when this 4 arrow appears, then just press the left button and then you can drag the mouse, so it will place. So when you got the desired place, then you can leave this. And when this icon appears, the mouse pointer appears, and then when you are pressing the right button, so it will zoom in and zoom out. Okay, so look at here, it is zooming and zooming out. So this is the pan or zoom. So when you look at here, pan axis with the left mouse and zoom with the right. Okay, and this is the zoom, so rectangular way it will zoom the plot. Okay, and this is the previous view and the next view. So in this way you can move to the previous and next view. So this is the view, we have changed the view of this plot. So with the help of these arrow we can, and if you want to restore the original one, so click on here. So this home button will click at original place. This is the configuration window. So subplot, so I will discuss the subplots, because more than one plot can be created on a single chart. So in this way you can change the parameter of your subplots. Okay, so if you want to create more than chart on the same plot, so this is, you can adjust the setting of subplots, reset and then and here, so you want to save this picture, so just click on the save button and you can give a name of this picture, so it will save in portable network graphics format. So if you want to save your graph, so you can click on this button, that will save your graph. Okay, now if you want to customize your graph, so this is the topic, adding axis labels. So in this graph we have not specified any label for axis, x-axis and y-axis. So plt.x label, so we can set the label here, and while if you want to set the y-axis label, so you can use this function to set the label of y-axis. So I want to set here, so just I am changing here to change. So plt dot, look at here, plt dot x label. X label. So X label is test. Okay, tests. Okay, you can run it and you can check. Here you can see the test. So we can set the X label here. So in this way you can set the label of X axis and Y axis. So here you can check, this is the X label. Now you want to set the Y label. So plt dot Y label and then marks. So type marks. So this is sets the label of Y axis and this sets the label of X axis. Now you can run this program and you can observe the changes in your plot. So look at here, the X label is test and the Y label is marks. Okay, so in this way you can set the X label and marks. So suppose if you want to change the size of this test and marks, so we can use one parameter. So this parameter I want to use this, so I want to change, so one parameter font size. Suppose if you want to set a font size 16 and I also want to font size equals to 16 for X label, then you can run this program and you can observe what changes has been reflected. Look at here, the font size of the label text has been increased and here the font size of marks also has been increased. Now move to the next topic. So in this way you can add the labels in your plot, and adding plot title or chart title. So plt dot title and then you can set the chart title. So suppose I want to set the chart title. So plt dot title title and then students performance report. This is the students performance report. So that is sets the chart title chart title. Now you can run this program and you can see the changes made in your program. Look at here, the student performance report. This is the chart title. So in this way you can set the chart title. So I also want to change the font size of this. So you go here and then the same parameter you have to use, font size I want to set as 20 here, and then again run this program and look at here, the students performance report. Okay. So in this way you can change the parameters of your chart. So this is the X label, Y label, and this is the chart title. Now move to the next topic. So adding plot legends. So what is legends? The legends are used to explain what each line means in the chart. A legend allows us to distinguish between plots. So here I tell you, so these are the three lines. Blue, so blue indicates for which student, orange indicates for which student's data, and the green indicates which students data. So to show the legend, so this is called legend. So the blue line displays of which the which students data, and orange students which students data. So that can means we have to use the legend function that will show the different lines denotes of which students. So we can use in this way. Here the title we have discussed. Now we will move to the here. So here plt dot legend 1. So you can pass in list in this way. Student, the first is student 1, okay, and the second one is student 2. You can also use the name of that student here, and the third student is student 3. Okay, so yeah, and then you can run this program. अब आप देखो यहाँ पे, ठीक है, this is called legend. So the blue line that indicates student 1, and orange line that indicates student 2, and the third green line that is student 3. So this is called legend. So if you want to make appear this legend in your chart graph, so you can use the legend in this way. So another way to activate legend, so whenever you pass, so you can pass one argument label, LEBEL label, और इसको मैंने कुछ नाम दे दिया, student 1 दे दिया इसको, या इसका नाम हम चेंज कर देते हैं, इसका बोल देते हैं कि ये राहुल का डेटा है, ठीक है, और ये मान लो लेबल इक्वल्स टू ये आकाश का डेटा है, और ये जो है थर्ड जो है इसका लेबल हम लोग दे देते हैं, ये जो लेबल है ये जो है वो अंकिता का डेटा है, ठीक है। अब हमको इस यहाँ पे जस्ट नो नीड, जस्ट यू यूज़ इन दिस वे. So this function displays legend. अब आप इसको रन करा लो, देखो यहाँ पे जो लेबल सेट किया था वही लेबल. So the label that we have set, so that will appear in the legend. So Rahul, the first blue line that says about the Rahul's data, and the orange line that says about the Akash data, and the green line that says about the Ankita's data. Now you can use the topic so in this way. And one more thing we have to discuss, different legend positions. So by default the legend position is best is, and the numeric code of best position is 0. So best means the Python will adjust the location of legend wherever wherever the Python finds the space, so that will set the legend at that place. But if you want to place the legend at a specific position, suppose upper right, so if you want to set upper right, so we can use the numeric code as well as we can use this string, and one argument we have to use that LOC. So LOC equals to 1 if we are setting, so our legend will display at upper right corner of your plot. So I'll show you suppose here I'm using LOC equals to 1. Okay, and then I am first it will be what is the best position. Here the best position, that is automatically set by Python, and you want to set here. Okay, so now I am running this, and then run module, and then run, and you can check. So now upper right, so that was the upper right corner, so upper right here it displays. So upper left you want to set. So what is the value of upper left? So upper left is 2. So when you set 2 here, the LOC equals to 2, then it will display at the upper left corner. Okay, so means on which place you want to set the legend, so you can use the LOC function, LOC argument of a legend function, and so these are the values. So as per this value you can set your legend location. Okay, we can also pass the string in place of numeric code. We can directly pass the string. Suppose I want to set right here, so right, the value of right is 5, so directly you can set here LOC equals to RIGST, right is the value, and then you can run and you can check where the value here, the right. Okay, so at this place the legend will display. Now move to the next topic, changing the font size of labels. So we have already discussed how can we change the font size. So font size, and then font size equals to so if you want to change the font size, we can pass this font size argument in your X label, Y label function. Okay, and legend function. So legend, we can also increase the legend font size. So font size equals to 12. So I want to set the font size. Suppose font size you are passing, and 115 I am passing here, and then I can check. Look at here, the legend's text has been, the legend text size has been increased. Okay, now move to the next, setting axis. Setting axis means here automatically this scale is assumed by the Python. So if you want to set your scale, suppose I want to set 0 to 100 here, and 1 to 5 here, so we can set the axis. So how can we set the axis? So we have to use the axis function, plt.axis, and then you can pass the list or tuple inside this axis function. So I am passing tuple here. So suppose first two arguments is for the minimum and maximum value for the x-axis, the first two arguments. Suppose the first 1 to 5, so 1 comma 5, so 1 is the maximum value for x-axis, and 5 is the maximum value for x-axis, and the next two arguments are for y-axis. Suppose I want to start with the 0 to 100, so that is y-axis value. So that sets the x-axis and y-axis values. Now you can run this program and you can observe the changes, what changes. So look at here, so 1 to 5, this is the x-axis, and 0 to 100. Okay, so 0 is the minimum value for y-axis, and 100 is the maximum for y-axis. So in this way we can set your scale with the help of axis function. Okay, next is adding grid. So we can add a grid to the plot by calling grid function. It takes boolean value to enable true and to disable false. So there are two types of grid, measure and minor. By default it is measure grid and it is set by which attribute. The minor grid can only be seen when the plt minor ticks underscore on. This function we have to call to display minor grid. So I want to display the grid, so just you add one line in your code so that display grid. So plt dot grid and then you pass the true value. Okay, so display measure grid lines, you can say, and then you can run this program and you can check what changes has been. Look at here, this is the grid. Okay, so this measure grid now appears on your plot area. Okay, so this is the grid. अब ये measure grid है और इस grid we can also change the color of this grid with the help of color. So we will discuss to change the color of grid later, and to make appear the minor grid, so change. So for minor grid plt dot grid and b equals to true, boolean true, and which equals to now minor. Okay, and so this and then plt dot minor ticks on. So this function we have to call so to display minor grids, minor grid lines. So whenever you want to display a minor grid, so we have to use this function. And now run the program and then you can observe the changes. So look at here, the minor grids and the major grid both are having the same color, so that's why the minor and major only the minor grids displaying here. So you can differentiate to change the color. So how can you change the color? So just you use the color option. So here the color, you can color one of the attribute to change the color. Suppose if you want to change the color of major grid to red, so that the major grid should appear in red color. So now you can run the module and you can check. Look at here, the major grids appears into red color. Okay, so in this way, and we can also change the color of minor grid with the help of color attribute. So we can change the grid also. Okay, now move to the next topic. This is the we have covered the adding grid. Now setting the window title of a graph plot. So look at the here, this is the window title. By default it is figure 1 it is written, and if you want to change the this title, so we have to pass one command here. So that command is here we can pass the command plt dot gcf, one of the function, so that returns the current plot, and then canvas, we have to use canvas dot set underscore window underscore title. So we have to this function, and that will set the canvas. So learning line plotting. So this, so sets window title. Now you can run this program and you can check. So So look at here, learning, the spelling of learning is not correct, so I have to correct that. So here you can means that line sets the title of this window. Okay, so let me correct this LER, and then you can run the program. So in this way we can change the window title with the help of that function. Now move to the next. So if you want to save the graph, we can also pass this command plt.savefig and student.png, so it will automatically save with the student.png file. So when you want to save the file. Okay, that's all for today's, and the next video I will discuss on formatting graph pyplot attributes, color, line style and marker style. Thank you for watching.